Why, hello there, travelers. Fancy meeting you here on this digital plane. A word to the wise. If you like these ridiculous stories and want special content, if you're way too invested and want post-show breakdowns, if you want to join the Brotherhood of the Mighty and All-Powerful Thunder Turtle Doc, head over to patreon.com/beardedcompany to become a patron and reap the incredible rewards. I promise you won't regret it. Wander safely, travelers.
Greetings, mortals. Welcome to Break the Dice, an improvised podcast brought to you by the Bearded Company, where the fate of our heroes rests on the roll of a 20-sided die, where a 20 is a spectacular success and a 1 is a critical failure. This week, our players will navigate the area around Shatterpoint with the help of our NPCs.
Hey everybody, I'm one of your NPCs. I'm Maria.
I'm another one of your NPCs. I'm Joe.
I'm the third NPC, and I'm Tyler Mills.
And I'm the last NPC. My name is Lucas.
Lucas is our special guest NPC. He, along with Maria, Joe, and Tyler, will assist me by playing all the people and magical beings that our heroes will encounter. I'm Alan, your game master. I've crafted a basic structure for our adventure today, which has not been revealed to our two main player characters. However, this podcast is completely improvised, meaning nothing is scripted and everything is made up on the spot. So I and the NPCs will only have so much control over where our journey takes us. This campaign, our heroes are...
My name is Ælar Drakal. I am an elven rogue with the alignment of chaotic neutral. I come from the lost city of Delrune, where my family, my friends, and all the townspeople were taken by a mysterious force called the Darkness, which I now seek out to slay and destroy. Oh yeah, and I now have a chest sword, just like my pal.
You ready to use that chest sword this week?
Well, I don't know. It's gotten me into some trouble already, so maybe I'll just keep it tucked away.
All right. Our other PC is...
I am Phaelan Maerdock, a half-elf fighter with an alignment of chaotic good. Within my chest resides the Rana Ore, which is elvish for wanderer heart. Its sole purpose when crafted was to discover every location both known and unknown, and when I plunged it deep into my friend, his sword was sired by mine. The Rana Ore made Michael the chest sword.
Damn right, you're damn
Sired.
right.
Did I use sired right? You sired.
Absolutely.
He begat.
You use that word.
I'm
regardless
very
of whether it's-
confident.
You ain't wrong there, baby.
Our magic item for this week is the Handkerchief of Forgetfulness. Our story begins in the southern part of the great continent, in a walled-off city, along a thorny barricade. A barricade literally made of like vines and thorns that looks out over like a destroyed land. And two soldiers in gray look out in search of a magic item.
Did you see it over there? Just pick up that rock over there. You see it?
This one? In my hands? The one that looks like my face?
You idiot. That's not the one. That's not the one. I'm talking about that one right there.
Oh, this one. This one looks like a red bird.
Yes. And you know what a red bird represents, don't you?
Love.
Yes, love. Love is what binds us all.
Their captain comes by with a handkerchief in his hand, and he wipes it across both of their faces, and their faces go completely blank. And he pulls out a picture of the Rana Ore and shows it to them.
This is what you're looking for. Remember nothing else but this.
I remember nothing else but that sword.
The Rana Ore.
Good, good. Yes, you don't have any use for anything else, including love.
Love?
Love. What is love?
Tell us what love is.
No, I won't. You don't need it. Now stand guard.
Why am I holding this rock? Do I eat the rock?
What are you talking about?
Phaelan and Ælar are right along the shores of the ocean, and they are hiding in like a pile of soot and bushes and leaves. They've covered themselves in the local terrain, which is kind of like a desolated landscape.
Yes, now no one will see us, Phaelan. Even those creatures coming after us in the gray cloaks from the water.
I also believe that this is an excellent exfoliant for our skin.
Yes. Skin will be clear as day by the end of this.
Or smooth as a stone.
From their vantage point, they can see an armada of ships landing along the shore and unloading thousands and thousands of troops onto the shoreline.
Phaelan, I think we should just wait here and see which direction they go. Then we could follow them, stay in disguises, stealth-like.
Stealth is more of your game, my friend. I prefer to approach straight forward. However, I don't think I quite have the strength in me to face these numbers. Also, Ælar, why wait to follow them? We're on our own mission.
Don't you think they're after the same thing?
I doubt that they want to find the Temple of Anishus here.
You think they want the sword?
They want our swords, if not my sword. Because my sword sired your sword, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's... Yes, I think that's the correct use of that word.
If not, I used it, it's fine.
All right, my friend, let's keep going.
I say we avert these people and avoid them as much as we possibly can.
Ooh, yes, create distraction.
I think they don't know that we're here, so we don't have to distract them. Wait!
Ælar picks up a big rock and throws it like to the like opposite direction to distract them.
You get an 18,
Yeah,
you take the rock, and you skip it out across the ocean, and a few people like watch the rock go into the ocean, and a few of them point into the water, and a couple of them start grabbing diving suits to go into the ocean.
Fly,
Okay.
fly, Phaelan, fly.
My friend, I must say that was very well done. However, you don't need to distract them
I just
when
start
they
running.
can't see. Okay, all right, just gonna. Okay, Alan, I want to do a speed like check.
Athletics?
Thank you. I want to do an athletics check.
You got a 5. You've been putting like soot around your face. So you take a deep breath as you start running and start coughing immediately.
Ælar, we're gonna talk when I get to really rest and catch my breath.
Alan, I want to do a cool acrobatics check. I want to do a cartwheel to dust some soot off myself.
You got a 4.
Damn it.
You end up just tumbling down into the soot and getting covered in more of it. And Ælar is just running off into the distance.
I meant to do this.
Phaelan, come on.
Ælar, you can see in the distance is a long, thorny wall, probably like 40 feet high, and it's made of like vines that have tiny little prickly bits, but also large thorns like the size of your arm.
Before I start to climb it, can I do a nature check to see if like can I actually climb this without getting hurt?
You got a 9. It's pretty thorny.
Okay.
Oh my! I've never
What took
seen
you so
such
long?
Oh, I was getting more disguised.
I see.
I've never seen such a thorny wall. It's so thorny, I'd almost say it's thirsty, because the vines need water.
Because it looks dry?
Yes.
My friend, do you think you could throw me over the wall? If you tied a rope around my waist and then threw me over the wall, there would be a rope for you to climb.
Yes, but your body weight would be the only thing holding the rope.
On the other side?
You know what? I have no better idea. Let's do it. Alan, I want to do a strength test to see.
You get a 16. It's a 40-foot wall, though, so you throw him up so that he's like he's about like 10 feet up in the air before he hits the side of the wall. Ælar, you get a 9 on your your dexterity saving throw as you hit the side of the wall and you stick to it. And Phaelan, you're seeing blood like dripping out of his back as he's like penetrated by the wall.
Oh my, didn't judge the height well.
Yeah, how you doing up there, bud?
I think I'm stuck.
Okay.
Do you two need some help with a thorny wall?
Perception check?
You got an 18 on your perception check. You're seeing a woman.
I get 18 when I look around, but I get a 4 when I fucking... Sorry.
You see a woman on top of a bird perched on the top of the wall looking down on both of you with like a saddle that has like a jar full of like pinky fingers along the side.
God.
It's the bird woman.
I'm back, bitches!
You seem to appear in these situations when you know people will need help. We only each have one more pinky left.
Well, lucky for you, one of your pinkies is not what I require to help you this time. I require something even more dear. Depends on how much you want to get through those thorns and to the gate on the other side.
Wait, through the thorns of the wall to a gate? There's a gate?
No, the gate we need to get through.
Ah.
The gate of Vinicius.
Is that true, Birdwoman?
Yes. This is the Temple of Vinicius behind these thorns, but you won't get to it without my help.
Very well, what do you seek?
Well, I'd like for you to come with me on a short journey to my home, where I show you something that I need you to do.
Jeez, sense motive on that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You got a 1 on your sense motive. This looks like a very trustworthy woman. She helped you get to Delrune last time. She did throw you off into the air, but she helped you.
I will obey the dice and just extend my hand up so she can grab it.
No, Ælar! What? Oh.
Come on, my friend.
It will be a short trip with a great reward.
The last time you gave us a ride, I lost a finger as price, and now we have to go to your house? You never follow a weirdo back to their home. You just go. You don't, Ælar.
Phaelan, we haven't been to someone's house in a really long time. I'm hungry. I have to
That's your motivation?
As they're talking, 2 of the soldiers are alerted to their presence and are walking toward them very quickly.
Yeah, they're calling out to the rest of the army that is kind of fanned out along the shore, and they're pointing towards you guys. They're probably about 300 feet away.
Over there.
I see him.
Phaelan, we've been had. Let's go.
Fine. Fuck it. Alan, I want to do something. I want to do a cool acrobatics check. I grab onto a thorn and I kick up into the sky.
You get a 1. You just slam your palm right into the thorn.
What are you doing?
And as you're trying to pull it back, you can see that it's barbed in such a way, like a fish hook, so that you're causing more damage as you're pulling your hand back. You're unsure if you should even rip it out.
Someone help me! Someone help!
Phaelan, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Which one? Ooh.
The one not stuck to the wall.
Ooh, okay. Don't pull too hard.
Can I do a strength check to pull him up onto this bird?
You got a 14 on your strength check. You can see there's probably a 2-inch gash just right along the middle of his hand on both sides.
I'm gonna throw up.
So the old bird woman takes, while she's got them on the bird with her, unscrews her glass of pinky fingers and takes one and throws it down at the guards, and it explodes, killing both of them on impact.
Jeez.
Holy shit. She screws the cap back on and she goes,
and we're off.
They take off into the air on top of Birdback and fly in towards the rest of the southern continent. And from the above view, you're seeing that the shore is very destroyed, but on the far side of the wall where the cities and things are, is very organized and laid out in squares that are perfectly lined up with one another. Yep, but you soar through the sky, and eventually you make your way to a small hut that is in line with everything else, but it seems to be deviating from the norm. And she lands her bird on a rooftop perch and is able to climb down through a trapdoor in the roof.
Come in to my humble abode. It's not much, but it's what I get.
Do you want us to take our boots off?
Yes, please. Thank you for asking.
I have nothing if not a good guest.
May I ask you, is this hut made of fingers?
Oh, why? Yes, you're so observant. Fingers, bones, and toenails for windows.
Toenails, that's what it is. Toenails.
Thank you for having us at your finger hut.
Oh my god. As she brings them into the house, you can see that the inside is, pretty fucking creepy, much like the rest of it. And there is a young woman with a broom sweeping in the corner.
There's someone I need you both to meet. It's my daughter. Verontica.
Verontica.
Verontica?
Nice. And Verontica, by the way, is the ugliest person you've ever seen in your whole life.
Yes, she has been without a suitor in the village for many years now, and I feel like one of the two of you would do as a fine husband.
Fucking Christ.
This is why you always ask, Ælar. This is why you always ask. You never assume it's going to be better. You never assume. You always
I just tried to sense the situation, and I felt it was going to be good, okay?
Yes, well, maybe when you listen to your gut, you should remember that there's a bunch of shit inside your gut most of the times. And then if you don't shit your shit out, then your gut's full of shit, and you're listening to shit telling you what to do.
Can you
Hello, boys. I'm Veronica.
Here she is. Isn't she lovely, gentlemen? I can't understand why you have not been wet yet by sweet.
Bluff check.
6.
Hi, yeah.
Oh, spit up in here.
Those are just.
She holds out a cauldron. She holds out a cauldron that is like full of the dinner that you guys are about to eat. That she was inviting you over to have a meal from.
That will help the stew.
I had to get a charm check.
You got a 10.
Verontica. Yes.
Verontica. I love what you've done with this place.
Thank you.
You see that there's like just a big booger just like hanging out of her nose, and it's kind of like swaying as she talks.
Thank you for noticing. We don't have many visitors here. Mother and I always want visitors, but they turn away at the last second. And maybe it's me, but Mother says not. Or Mother says no.
As she's talking, she's going over and grabbing a veil and like a wedding dress from the wall.
Oh my, this is moving quickly.
Wow.
Yes, Verontica, I've brought 2 wonderful suitors for you. Now is your chance to choose to whom you'd like to be wed.
I pull Phaelan aside and sort of whisper to him, my friend, I don't think we're going to get out of this one easily. I think it's stones, parchment, shears. One of us has to take the blow.
Is that what you think? I think maybe it's the person who willingly reached out their arm and jumped on the back of the fucking bird. Because I'll tell you what, I am now sworn as a knight to your old kingdom. I have also only recently had my first kiss.
Well, now is the time to get your second. Now is the time to get your second.
Son of a... I knew you were going to switch it. I stopped saying it because I knew you were going to turn it around on me. All right, fine.
Rock.
Fine.
Parchment.
Fine. Rock.
Shears.
Parchment. Shears.
Go.
Were you actually doing it?
Yeah, of course I was doing it. What were you doing?
I thought theoretically. Here we go. Fine.
With you.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rock. Parchment. Shears. Go.
But no, I did it on the... God damn it.
Phaelan takes his rock and smashes the shears that Ælar is making with his fingers.
You cheated. You went after the third one. You went on go, not 3. Fine. I'll do it.
Hey, you forget, Ælar, that it's Verontica's choice.
God.
And we look over at Verontica.
We both make just like really, really like sort of like just trying to be really charming gentleman faces, but being really disgusted.
Yeah, you got a 20 on your charm check for this one.
Jesus Christ. Of course we
all the time.
Bring the day.
I mean, someone else, not Jesus. Bring the days.
Well, milady, who shall it be?
Yes, choose wisely, but I assume every choice you make is wise to begin with.
The rogue who hasn't a penny to his name, who's
Or
frail
the-
and small and thin.
Or the fighter who is constantly in battle and may die at a young age, who also has no pennies to his name. Nor a kingdom.
You fellows make convincing cases for both of you. But Mother brought me both, so I will take both.
God damn it.
She pulls out like 2 rings from a box, and she puts them on pinkies that are in jars, and they're your pinkies.
Oh.
Can I do a diplomacy check?
You got a natural 20.
Milady. Break the dice. Milady, if I may, before we go through with this sort of arrangement, I must say that my beliefs and my religiosity allows me to only be wed to one person, and if this were to be 2 of us married to one, well, that would be 3. And I'm sorry, my religion, we just cannot abide.
Fine. You reek of royalty anyway.
She removes the ring from your pinky in the jar.
I like my boys from the gutter. Come over here, Phaelan. Let me heal your hand. Stick out your hand for me, Phaelan. Let me show you.
As you get closer to her, her breath is just wafting across your face, and you are smelling something so rotten that sour eggs can't even match it.
And as she takes your hand, her tongue extends out of her mouth and engulfs your hand and starts to make a little cocoon around it.
Yesterday I had small fish sucking me to health, and now a large spoiled egg tongue. What a week for me. Alan, like your sense motive. I want to look deep into Veronica's eyes and sense motive.
You got a 6. This woman's eyes are a mystery. Also, one is kind of going a different direction, so you're only able to focus on one at a time.
Oh, this is such a moment for a mother. I never thought I'd see the day.
You can see
beautiful.
Some of the boils on Veronica's face start to leak and seep down her face onto her tongue, and they sort of start to dribble down onto her hand.
Why did you add that, Tyler?
I mean, just for fun. Because I was really seeing it, and I just wanted to add.
Thanks. Now I can't not see it.
And I just really wanted this to be a special moment for you, MJ.
There's a knock on the door, and in a militaristic style.
Can I stealth check? I'm gonna hide behind the door.
2 on your stealth check.
Oh, God.
You go to look through the window, and you see that it's translucent and made of toenail, and you can't see exactly where you should hide, and so you're just looking around for a place and standing in the middle of the room as the door is kicked open, and 2 gray cloaks come in holding a piece of paper.
Hello! We're here with a decree from her on high.
Mother?
Soldiers, get out of my house. There's nothing here that you could want.
But
I'm having a wedding.
We have a decree.
Yes, thank you.
I don't care about your decree.
Phaelan, slowly, I want to light stealth. I want to just slowly get behind them and close the door.
You got a 17?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I do one of those cool twirl when I don't need to twirl to move that way.
Okay. You sneak behind them and you just slowly shut the... are you on the inside of the door or are you on the outside of the door?
I wish I was outside, but no, I'm inside.
Okay. Yeah, you slowly shut the door behind them.
But hang on, though. Is his tongue... is Veronica's tongue still around Phaelan's hand or what?
It's been released at this point, but he still has some of that boil dribble on the back of it.
Yeah, that's right. There we go.
Now, either you can leave my house as you found it, or be guests at my wedding, that's option 2, or 3, prepare to die. Which will it be?
Well, I guess we'll be guests at the wedding.
Oh, I was gonna say prepare to die, but all right.
Oh, wonderful. More guests. Sit down over here.
She pulls out 2 bone chairs.
You can see that when they were going to answer, they were both going to say, prepare to die and attack. And this woman seemed to have some kind of enchantment over them, where they just kind of, oh, all right, we're going to go with this.
Alan, can I do a perception check? I'm wondering if I can read the situation well enough, if I could, get... I'm assuming the decree is on a piece of paper or something. Can I read the piece of paper?
Yeah, 15. She sits them down. You grab the paper, and you can see that it says, the Rana Ori is in our lands. Search every home and find it.
I wander inconspicuously over to Phaelan to show him that. You see this, my friend? They're after the Rana Ori.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
We have to get you married and get you the hell out of here.
Why don't you? No, wait, just get the fuck out of here. And not do the married part.
No, but I think it's important, Ælar, for you to experience this.
I have so many things to say.
I want you to find love.
I want to find it. I don't want it to tell me that it's love. You understand? I want to find love. I don't want to be brought to the house of love and be told I have to stay.
As they're talking, Veronika's like one eye is just like, it's like a laser beam looking at Phaelan, and it kind of has this little glint in it, and just like a little bit of pus just comes out of the side, and she winks at him.
Okay, Alan, I want to do a, I guess it's knowledge arcana. Like, I want to know, like, I saw her enchant these two men, right?
Yeah, you got a natural 20 on that. She made fast friends with them. She charmed both these people. You don't know exactly what the verbal component was, but she said it like in her words, and so her words are laced with this magic.
And so presumably that can be happening to us.
It could be happening to you. You don't know.
Okay, I want to then immediately do a save throw just to see.
You got a 4 on your will save. If something's compulsing you, you have no control over it.
Phaelan, we must stay here. She's the only way to get to the gate.
Ælar, she's the one who told us that. But you're right, something inside me tells me that this is the only way. I think maybe it's just nerves, I guess. I don't know, man. I have nothing prepared. I have no vows. I have nothing ready.
Just step up and pucker up, man.
That's not it's so not romantic, and I rarely step up, nor do I pucker.
Oh, my children, step close now to the table where we'll perform this ceremony. Both of you drink from this cauldron.
The one that he just threw up in?
Yes, exactly.
Just making sure.
Drink deep, my beauties,
Veronica.
and your love will be sealed inside your mouths for all time.
Veronica eagerly takes the cauldron and sips it up, and you can see like a hardening across her entire body. Like her skin just becomes like a more solidified thing, and then she holds out the cauldron to you, Phaelan.
Sorry, she drank that and got harder?
Yeah, her flesh, like instead of being like a soft, like when you touch someone's skin, it's very soft. It became a shell, like chitinous, like Doc's shell almost.
She's real hard for you.
One more time before I lean down to take a sip, because my whole thing is Phaelan. I gotta know, like, beauty is only skin deep. So is this a good person? I want that sense motive on that. I want to know if Veronica is a good person.
17 on an insight check. You think that she probably is pretty morally gray. Her mother makes deals, and she's been shut up with this woman her entire life. So you don't know what she could become, but she seems really eager to marry you. Like, yeah. But you also see a little bit of a greed streak in her when she said that she wanted to marry both of you, and immediately seize on that.
Yeah, but Phaelan's like totally down for poly. So, okay, I take a sip.
You take a sip of something that is very, very putrid, and as you do, especially the spot where she had touched you initially, and the boils had like erupted on the back of your hand from like her boil pus, that starts hardening across your entire body. You can feel just like stiffer as your skin begins to like turn into this more solid statue-like substance.
Can I do like a knowledge arcana or nature about this situation?
You got a 14. You know that cocoons and things like that, there's metamorphosis magic that will harden around you.
I guess I'm feeling. How am I feeling? Guess I got a perception check on my body. Like, is Phaelan aware of this? Is it healthy? Is it bad? Is it good?
14. You can feel like your insides are turning a little bit to mush as this is happening.
Oh,
like,
damn it!
Stuff's kind of like merging together where you normally like feel your funny bone and things like that. It's becoming softer.
Hey guys, I gotta say, I don't know you two, but I thank you for coming. I'm feeling a little nervous. Does anyone want to give a speech?
The woman who is not named What begins to speak in an arcane language. You can't understand the words that are coming from her.
No.
Yep.
I feel like Ælar pulls his daggers and threatens the woman, like, "What have you done to my friend?"
You got a 1 on your intimidation
Damn
check.
it. Please. What are you doing? What are you doing to him? He's my
The
best
2
friend.
guards are sitting there just clapping in unison in their seats.
This is beautiful, beautiful.
Ælar just chucks a dagger at her.
You get a 7 on the dagger. It goes flying into the finger wall behind.
Give me my friend back.
Alan. Oh, yes.
Phaelan, look into my eye. No, it's this one. This one that I'm looking at you in.
It's hard to tell when I'm up close like this.
I know your body is going through changes, but trust me, I want good from you.
Do you want good from me or for
And I'm
me?
going to put good in you.
Definitely want to do a will save. I feel like I have now gone too far. Something has happened.
You got a 5 on your will save.
Man.
You can feel your body. You want to like move your body, but at this point you are physically and mentally trapped. Veronica reaches out with her hand,
Put that good in me, baby.
and she says a few words in that arcane tongue, and you're seeing the skin around her harden, and she's becoming much more beautiful. You can see that her eyes are aligning, that the boils are receding into her, and at the same time, watching the flesh on your skin, it's beginning to almost rot and bubble up. You're getting a little bit of blurry vision, and she's becoming a very beautiful bride as you are becoming a hideous monstrosity.
Alan, I'm gonna take my other dagger and try and stab it into the woman.
You got a 12.
Into
You stab it.
Veronica.
Yep. You stab it into Veronica, and it hits and goes through the metamorphosis shell on the outside of her, and it's penetrated her, but it's not stopping the changes that are happening to Phaelan.
My wife.
What have you done to my friend?
Ælar, are you jealous?
I'm not jealous, I'm worried.
Stop interfering with the wedding. I told you I would help you, and I will if they get married. So just shut up if you ever want to find that gate.
Then tell me what you're doing to him.
He's becoming more perfect.
Phaelan, keep looking into my eye. It's almost over. No.
Alan, I'm afraid to say this. Can I will save again?
You got a 3.
Oh, man. MJ.
This is your fault, Tyler. This is all your
MJ,
fault. You know this,
we
right?
are
You will.
sucking in this campaign. We
are? You got a 1 on your insight, and
Yeah, but
this
I
is why we're
stabbed her,
in this
man. I
room.
stabbed her
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, an hour
The
later.
shells around both of you guys shatter, and again, she emerges as one of the most beautiful things that you have ever seen in your life. The woman who is not named takes the pinky out of the bottle with the ring on it and puts it onto your hand, Phaelan, and it's kind of like going off at a different direction than your other fingers, but your fingers are a little bit crooked, your back's a little hunched, and again, you're seeing in like 2 different directions, like your cross vision is not lining up anymore.
Phaelan?
Wait, so is my finger back on my hand?
Yes.
Phaelan?
That's all I really wanted.
Phaelan, are you all right, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
It's my wedding day. Thank you for talking me through the cold feet I was getting.
Can I heal check him?
You got a 16 on your heal check. You think that he's under some kind of curse right now, and usually witches can remove that type of curse, or clerics or things like that.
Okay, diplomacy to this woman.
11. You got an 11.
Oh, please, I'm asking you kindly. I put away my daggers. Will you just tell me what the fuck is wrong with my friend?
Veronica puts her finger up to Ælar's mouth and says, "Wait, trust." And she takes her hands and she places them both on their chests where their swords are. And a slimy secretion comes out of her like palms and coats their chest. And she says, "This will protect you, won't
Yeah, Ælar, just protecting us.
You see, Phaelan has like this big snot bubble, and it pops.
And now I have given you the greatest gift of all, marriage to a beautiful woman and a disguise that will let you enter the Thorn Tower. Don't doubt an old woman the next time you meet one, for she is more powerful than you could ever hope to be.
Phaelan, your wife Veronica reaches out and gives you a kiss and pushes you towards the door.
What does he mean disguise? What does he mean? Ælar looks the same. I look the same, right?
You look wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Fucking Christ.
I gotta say, Veronica, I really hope to get to know you to pay you.
Come on, friend. Come on.
My
Let's
parent
go.
situation's really different, too. I was raised by my mom. Oh, we gotta go? Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, buddy.
Okay. Hey, thanks, guard guys, thank you. Thanks for
They're
coming.
still clapping and
Thank
applauding
you.
the wedding.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Amazing.
This
If
has
we would've
changed my
known,
life.
We could have registered at the barrel and crate store. There's a store filled with barrels and crates, and you can get either. And if you want, we'll both take a crate or a barrel.
Ælar,
Just make sure you both come back for dinner and your wedding night, Phaelan.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be cake.
Ooh, and take 2 of these for the road.
She throws 2 fingers at them. But, not so they explode.
Ælar kicks open the door and pushes Phaelan out and points back at both of the women and says, "This isn't the last time you'll see us. We're not done with you." And then we head out onto the road.
Goodbye, my son-in-law.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You guys head out into the
Goodbye,
organized
ladies.
streets, and you can see exactly what the woman was talking about, the Thorny Tower. You make your way along the roads, and you're seeing that there are people with your description looking from door to door for you, and as soon as they see Phaelan, they turn away just because it's uncomfortable to look at him physically. You guys make your way to the Thorny Tower, and it says no access on the outside of the tower itself.
Phaelan, why is it that we find ourselves in situations where people want to give us something, but they won't tell us what it is, and then we get into this scary situation where we're not sure if we're going to live or die, and then it turns out okay, but if they would have just said something at the beginning, it would have been a lot easier.
Yes, man. You guys just roll with it, Ælar. You gotta stop being such a baby, honestly.
This is why I want to kill people. This is why I want to kill people.
You know, and if you kill them, they're never gonna give you the thing, whether it's good or bad, man. You gotta understand, man. You gotta relax. But honestly, I'm married, man. Now life's different for me. You know, I'm gonna set down roots.
As Phaelan's talking, one of his teeth fall out.
Here.
And when it falls out, it hits on a certain part of a thorn, which is like when you pull a library book out of the right slot, the door opens.
Oh, hey.
Oh, my Lord.
Look at that. Not only that, I'm going to make at least a couple of rupees off of the Tooth Fairy if she comes around the town.
Inside the Thorny Tower, you guys see a defaced shrine of Venetius. So the Stag Lord has his antlers removed. There is paint and soot. It looks like somebody tried to destroy it, but it couldn't be completely destroyed. And the tower was grown around it to hide this shrine itself. And in the center of the shrine is the statue of the Wandering Heart. All around it, you can see checkpoints, you can see like organization, you can see images of the Rana Ore like plastered to the wall, created by prophets that have taken some kind of magical trip to look and see divinations of U2.
Is there, Alan, is there a gate perception check in this area?
Yeah, you think that if you plunge your sword into that heart, that it should open up the gate.
Dear God.
Where? Is she here?
No, just look at
the
this
deer
place.
woman? Oh, Venetius, the deer guy. Yeah, I'm looking. It's all right. Alan, can I do a will save under this fucking spell?
You got a 16 on your will save.
Oh my God, over 10.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, you physically still look the same that you do, but you're suddenly realizing, did I just get married?
Man. Ælar.
Yes.
Ælar. Why is there so much mucus in my mouth? Ælar. Ælar.
My friend.
Why is my one pinky different than my hand? And it's aimed... What has happened?
I think this is what it feels like to get married, my friend.
Am I... I know that I'm no longer cut of body, but am I still sharp of tongue?
I think you just answered your own question, my friend.
Touche, sir, thank you.
But my friend, she is beautiful.
That is yet to be seen. She's only done one thing truly today that is beautiful, and that is protect me, without knowing who I was.
And isn't that the most beautiful thing in the world?
Well, it depends on what is asked for it. Beauty is never really about skin for me. It's about the person. Why do you think it took me so long?
Over Ælar's shoulder, you are seeing an image of you two talking. And most of the pictures of you as Phaelan are your old form. It shows the picture of you in the bar talking to Corey with a K and an I. Wow. And then it shows you two in this tower and you looking in the hideous way that you do right now.
That's the whole thing.
Is there stuff?
Oh my God! Have you looked at these pictures yet?
Yes, I see it. Is there stuff like beyond that?
Yep, you can see that there is a picture of the two of you hung up on a wall with your chain to the wall, and there's like vines plunged into your chest, and they're pulling out Rana Ore's copies of them.
My friend, I think this is telling of the future.
My friend, this is our past. That was Corey with a K and an I. Ugh, disgusting.
As they're talking, there are vines that are slowly coming toward them on the ground and getting closer and closer.
Can we get a passive perception on that?
You got a 2 on your passive perception. Yeah, you're looking at the artwork and the images.
Wow, look at the ceiling. It's even got us on the ceiling.
Do you think this is going to happen to us, my friend?
My friend,
one of the vines with a 7 whips out and grabs Phaelan by the leg. Phaelan, your leg is kind of like a different angle than it normally is, so you kind of jump out of the way as the vine slaps towards you.
Nice try. I'm sloppier.
Phaelan, I think they're trying to grab us. Quick! Draw the Rana Ore. Stab it into the heart.
I attempt to do so. I unsheathe the Rana Ore.
You draw the Rana Ore and you plunge it into the heart, you twist it, and you are suddenly in the halls of the Nicious again, and you're able to look back and you're seeing that the door is open, but the vines, as they reach towards you, kind of like bounce off of the barrier, like an invisible barrier between this place.
That was a close one, my friend.
Ælar, they've all been close ones.
We should try and do better in the future, eh? I mean, just
that's
broadly.
All we can do.
Broadly, I mean, yikes. Because, anyways.
No, go ahead and finish. You had a very clear thought going, obviously.
Well, I guess I don't want to take responsibility for it, but I guess I'm realizing that I'm the one that seems to charge forward every time, and...
Oh, is that so?
I don't want to say sorry, but...
Oh, you don't. You don't want to... I want you to look at me, look up and down at me right now.
Okay.
Phaelan, you have to turn your head like side to side to actually like get it to line up with each of his eyes.
Which one should I look into? Because I'm...
Whichever one makes you feel worse.
I mean, look, we could quibble all day about whose fault and which decision led us down this path.
No. We were not quibbling. You were coming to a moment of realization and then you ran away from it like you normally do. You either run into situations or you hide from them the moment they arrive. Acknowledge that about yourself, because I accept that about you, Ælar. You are my best friend. And if you're going to make this work with Veronica and I, you're going to have to be more upfront about the kind of person you are. Because I love you for who you are.
What are you saying I should do?
Listen to your heart and let that speak. Because if you're going to listen to it, and it's going to lead you to wander, like mine has.
Phaelan, I'm afraid because every time I've listened to my heart, all I hear is darkness, death, bloodshed. So I run.
Towards more darkness and death and bloodshed. Listen to your heart and then speak from it.
Will Ælar ever be able to speak from his heart? Will Phaelan's inner beauty make up for his outer ugly? Find out next time on Break the Dice, the Improvised Campaign.
I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna shine.
Break the Dice is a podcast brought to you by The Bearded Company. The Bearded Company is an improv company with groups in Minneapolis and Los Angeles. Help support the show and get great rewards by becoming a patron at patreon.com/beardedcompany. Today's cast included our game master, Alan Voigt. Ælar Drakal was played by Tyler Michaels King. Phaelan Maerdock was played by MJ Marsh. Our NPCs were Maria Bartholdi, Joe Rapp, Tyler Mills, and our special guest, Lucas Vanasek. Improvised music was provided by Jack Barrett. Today's episode was produced by Maria Bartholdi and edited by Tyler Mills. You can find more information at beardedcompany.org as well as by following us on all social media. And now, let's go to the Table of Legends.
Hey, welcome. Would you like an ale?
Yeah, I want one ale, please.
One ale.
I'll take an ale too.
All right. It seems to me it ales all around. Well, you know what goes good with an ale?
A story! I love stories.
Yes. And you know what? I got a good one to start us out. One about Alec.
I haven't heard about Alec, no.
Well, Alec, he could run as fast as a gazelle, runs up a mountain and jumps off the peak, and lands in the center of town for all to see. All the children came up to pet Alec. And Alec was like, "Nay, I'm a gazelle. I'm for running, not for petting."
Oh, that sounds like a pretty gazelle. I heard about Chris though. Have you heard about Chris?
Chris?
Yeah,
no, but I want to.
Chris is the rooftop man. He goes on the rooftops and he falls asleep up there, and sometimes he falls off, but he's okay most of the time. Right now he's being healed, but he hit his head. He'll be okay.
Okay, yes, Chris the rooftop man. I always wondered what that man's name was. And how about you, friend? Do you have a story?
Oh, I have a story. It's about a legend named Magoots. You ever heard of the story about the legend of Magoots?
Magoots? I can't say I have.
Oh, Magoots. He's as tall as a 6'3". That's 6 feet tall. Yeah, and he can grab a fish out of water with his bare hands. And I saw it one time, and he grabbed it, he crushed its head, and he said, "Time for supper." And I said, "I'm allergic to fish," and he said, "Too bad, you're gonna have to fight the rash." And I said, "Yeah." And then you can't argue with Magoots, though.
This was really recent. I can see the rash on your face.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, let's all cheers to Alec, Chris, and Magoots. Cheers.
Cheers.
If you'd like a story told about you at the Table of Legends, all you have to do is leave a review on Apple Podcasts or become a patron at patreon.com/beardedcompany. Stay tuned for more adventures on the second and fourth Monday of every month. And thanks for listening.